Welcome to Devotions from Israel, a 5-minute word of encouragement. Today's devotion is from Psalm 126. What fortune are you pursuing in your life? Now, that's an interesting question as we live in a very fortune-oriented society. How much can you make is perhaps a question that you have heard. Or what can we do to increase our standard of living? Now, most of the world's Christians are living well below the poverty level. So I think when we talk about restoring fortunes to them, most likely has nothing to do with material possessions. Psalm 126 is one of these psalms of ascent. We're pretty sure, although we really can't be certain, that it was written prior to the exile to Babylon after 586. At least that's the thought of scholars and theologians like John Calvin. But Psalm 126 sparks in us, or for us, an image of the Negev. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, there's a reference to the Negev in this passage. Let me read a few of these opening verses. When the Lord restored the fortunes of Zion, we were like those who dreamed. Our mouths were filled with laughter, our tongues with songs of joy. Then it was said among the nations, the Lord has done great things for them. The Lord has done great things for us, and we are filled with joy. Restore our fortunes, Lord, like streams of the Negev. Those who sow with tears will reap with songs of joy. Those who go out with weeping, carrying seed to sow, will return with songs of joy, carrying sheaves with them. What is this all about? Restore our fortunes, Lord, like streams in the Negev. Perhaps the image that we ponder today is a stream in a very dry and arid land. Now, Israel has perhaps 15 or 16 different regions of the land. Each of them are unique in its own way. Well, the Negev only receives about 4 to 8 inches of rain a year. And could this be that the streams of the Negev are the times when it does rain and the dry riverbeds called wadis are filled to overflowing? So when the psalmist says, restore our fortunes, Lord, like streams, perhaps another better translation is watercourses of the Negev, perhaps there's an allusion here to the streams that flow when God provides rain. Rain, of course, meant life, and life was contingent on how much water you received and how much water you collected in water systems or cisterns. Could it be that the psalmist is encouraging us to direct our definition of fortune not towards material things, but to the overflowing of his grace and mercy, like streams in the Negev, overflowing its banks when it rains into cisterns so that it would provide water for a long time? Could it mean that this psalmist is trying to encourage us to consider, or maybe reconsider, that the greatest fortune in life is to be blessed by God, by His grace, by the renewing of His Spirit within us. so that in the dry and weary times of life we are experiencing the overflow of His grace and goodness. May today be a day where you experience the streams in the Negev, the overflowing nature of God's grace and goodness to you. Look for those streams and consider that your fortune. Until next time, shalom.